Hello guys, welcome back onto the Dutch couch here. What a night last night with the Daggers at Wimbledon, the FA Cup. The FA Cup magic, mate, is still alive. I'm telling you, it's not dying. This magic is still there for me. Firstly, I just want to say thank you. I had a few people come up and say hello, Leslie, and I like your channel and whatever, shake my hand. Massive thanks for that, appreciate that. People enjoy the channel, that's what it's all about. Massive mention to Gooner Sid. Legend, you know you are, mate. Absolute legend. Always comments on the videos, on the subscribers. Legend. But this night, last night, mate, this was absolutely magic. And I'll tell you what, going to Dagenham and Redbridge on a full-time basis now, rather than a few times a season, mate. This Daggers roller coaster, I'm on now. I'll never want it to stop. I'll never want to get off of this roller coaster. Fucking, it is so special, honestly. This club is so special. And last night, I've got to say, in about 38 years of watching football, right, I think that was probably the best away end that I've ever been in for a game. And I'll tell you what, it was obviously the result and what have you, but that away end was fucking the 12th, 13th and 14th man. And what made it so special for me, right, I'm surrounded by people from my own area, but like, I'm looking at these faces, right, and listening to this noise, getting involved in this noise and just jumping up and down with people that some of them I've never met, some of them I might not see again, but you're all from the same area and it just fucking means something to us. It was incredible last night, right? That away end was like just full of euphoria, mate. Jubilation. The looks on people's faces, the emotion you feel when you go to football. I felt every single emotion in that away end last night. And I could see people in there close to tears, mate. That's how much football affects us, right? And as I say, it just means so much because obviously I've been going Arsenal for years and years and years and going to a few games at Dagenham, right? But that last night meant more to me and gave me more emotion than FA Cup finals I've been to and seen Arsenal winning. That's how magic it was last night. And I'm still buzzing now, and I've still got a bit of a sore throat, I'm not going to lie. And I got up late this morning. That was about 3 hours over what I usually sleep. Unbelievable. But to see that from people who you've got so much in common with, who you can resonate with, it means so much, I'm telling you. But like I said, this roller coaster, we're inconsistent, right, this team. But I tell you what, these boys, that last night, they were immense. Every single one of them players was immense. And you could see that at the end from the fans, what it meant to us, right? Because them players, not only did they give everything for that shirt, they gave everything for every single one of us behind that goal. In that area where we was in the away end. That was just, it was, yeah, unbelievable. We know they're inconsistent, don't we, this team? But there's no doubt in their ability. This is what probably frustrates a lot of people. Obviously, when they get annoyed and have a pop at the players online or whatever. But nights like this, mate, you have got to... Do you know what I've realised with supporting this team, right, full time? Is you're going to get... If you support a big Premier League team like Arsenal, right, 80% of the games you're going to win basically, aren't they? Or you're expected to win. When you support a team like this, not only does it mean more to you that it's actually it's more in your heart more than anything. And the people around you are like you and you resonate with them. And it's local and it's proper football. I just think it means more in that sense. But I think you appreciate nights like last night more. Because if you have dodgy performances like the Tamworth's aways and games like that, these games make up for it tenfold. Incredible, mate. I'm telling you, I'm still buzzing now. I'm still getting goosebumps now thinking about last night. The whole night. Meeting people, just, yeah, the whole night was incredible. I mean, to be honest, going Arsenal through those years, in the end, we wasn't able to go, me, my dad, and my two boys together. So for 3 generations of us to experience that last night is so special. And this club, I'm telling you, this club is so special. What we have at that club, and to feel even a small part of that, to get involved in that, and to be around the people who love it and sometimes hate it, because that's what football does to us, is incredible, mate. You could, my face, I'm beaming, I'm buzzing. I wasn't expecting that last night, I've got to be honest. I spoke to Ryan Hill's dad before the game, and he said to me, it's going to be a bit dodgy. Ryan's foot is smashed to pieces. He's got injury, he's going to be in a lot of pain and whatever. I'll tell you what, fucking best player on the pitch. That guy gave 200%, the same as the rest of them. They all gave 200%. You can't ask more than that. I know obviously a few people with that in them, haven't we, in other games, their commitment and whatever. You cannot doubt that last night. And the same at Crewe. I'll tell you what, I didn't think, because I went to the Crewe away game as well. And inside the ground, I thought it was great. And I didn't think it would top that last night. Oh mate, that topped it. That topped it million times. Unbelievable. That's, yeah, incredible. And nights like that don't come along often. So you've got to cherish all them moments, them emotions. And football is emotion for me. This is why I'm so passionate about it. And I think that's why people, when they watch the channel, they know that I'm real and I just talk football like a real football fan. I just love the emotion of it. It's not even about sometimes not even about the result. I mean, I went to the Barnet game, obviously, the other week. I even came out of that ground buzzing. We lost a 3-1 lead, right? But part of me came out of that ground buzzing that I'd seen such a great game. I know it wasn't the result, but to witness it, I thought it was magic, the game. Obviously, I wanted us to hold on, but it is what it is. But I'll tell you what I saw last night, right? I saw my dad, right? 67-year-old man in an away end. Bear in mind, he was at White Hart Lane in 71 with Arsenal when they won the double at White Hart Lane, right? So as an Arsenal fan, that's the pinnacle, right? I saw my old man last night, 67-year-old man. I see in that man's eyes, he was like a kid at Christmas waiting for Santa to come. The fucking excitement in a 67-year-old man with his football was crazy. And I'm picking my son up, jumping him. That is what it's all about, mate. That is what it is all about. If you don't enjoy those moments, mate, you're watching the wrong game. Honestly, that was fucking incredible, mate. They was in dreamland, my kids. Absolute dreamland. And my kid, I think it was nearly midnight when we come home, and my 8-year-old, first thing he said, because when we scored the second goal, and Ryan Hill come over to take the corner, he asked, who's this bottle of water? And it was my son's little bottle. He's only 8. He took a drink of my son's water, who's 8 years old. To an 8-year-old, this is exciting, right? He took the corner and we scored, and he ran over into that corner where it was. My boy, first thing my boy said was, Dad, he drank my drink. He drank my drink, it made us score. For an 8-year-old to believe that sort of stuff, let him believe it. It's dreamland for him. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking unbelievable. But to experience that as 3 generations together, and we had our mates with us as well, and the amount of great people we met in that ground last night, people, like I say, people we might not meet again, being crushed at the end, I love all that. I was trying to protect some young kid who was there, but you're being crushed. But do you know what it is, mate? I'll say it again, and I'll probably bore people with it. You're surrounded by your own people. People who are this area where I've grown up, and I'm so proud of. I don't even realise I was proud of Dagenham as an area until I started going here permanently. That's fucking crazy. That's what this club's done to me. This club, mate, I've said in my other videos, right? I've been to Arsenal for years and years, and I lent a season ticket there for a while, and I gave it up. And I sort of fell out of love with it, like disconnect from the Premier League and Arsenal in general, just because of the whole money and the bullshit around it. This club here has given me my love for football back. The thing I love most in the world, apart from obviously my wife and kids and family. They've given me my love for football back. And I'm buzzing for a match day. I've not buzzed for a match day for years like this. I got up yesterday. My missus had fucking putting decorations and all that shit up. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck me, it's going to be a shit day. But I knew what I had something to look forward to in the evening, right? I had that match day buzz all day. From about 8 o'clock, I'm buzzing for match day already. And them boys didn't disappoint, mate. I'm telling you, that was incredible. I was a bit disappointed in getting a team in the London area, to be fair. I fancied a nice trip out. Now we can maybe get a nice trip to like Anfield or something in the 3rd round, mate. How incredible would that be to watch Dagenham at Anfield or something? I don't want the Emirates though. Don't want to go Arsenal, West Ham, all them ones. Love to go Liverpool, because I've not ticked that off the 92. And like I said about that away end, right? I've watched football all around this country. All areas of this country I've watched football, and I love going to like places like Yorkshire to watch football. Like I say, that I think was the best away end I've ever been in. Because of the people. And that is what this club is built on, man. It is incredible. Like, look, you see me, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. But more about the game. Obviously, their goal was offside, wasn't it? I see it on the replay. Someone's actually texted me one in the ground and said that's offside. It's not a goal. And I'm part of like certain WhatsApp groups and what have you, other fan bases. They're telling me that's offside. It's not a goal. But obviously, Junior smashed that goal in before that. We let the goal in before half time, which you're thinking, worst time to letting the goal. I'm thinking they're going to come out second half and Wimbledon are going to really turn the screw. It puts us under pressure, but I never felt Dagenham was going to lose that game. I always felt a bit confident with it, even if we win extra time penalties, whatever. But when that goal went in at the end, mate, the absolute limbs in that away end. I don't think I've personally even gone that crazy over any goal I've been in the stadium for. As I say, the kids there, my old man, my son-in-law was there, and he goes to West Ham, and he thinks that the atmosphere at West Ham is what football is, because he's never experienced it anywhere else. And he was like, "Oh, I'll come with you." Fuck me, he was buzzing, mate. He got up this morning buzzing when I see him, and he was on YouTube watching the highlights. And I think we've got another dagger there. I think he'll start coming regularly, which is brilliant. And as I said in other videos before, if anyone watches this who's not a Dagenham fan, right, and they support a big club in the Premier League or Championship, whatever, and you're getting pissed off with it, even if it's not Dagenham and it's not in your area, go and watch your local National League team or even lower. Go and watch that. And I guarantee you will get the emotions that I felt last night and all these people felt. It is like an old school, authentic match day experience in a new build stadium, because that's a new build stadium, little Lego stadium. Love the stadium though, and it's great. I love that, lovely little ground. I've been there twice now. I went there when doing the 92. But as I say, roller coaster. Supporting this team, I've realised pretty quickly full time that supporting this club is going to be an absolute roller coaster. I've been to watch them obviously 3 or 4, 5 times a season, whatever, for fucking years and years since I was a kid. My nan took me once to Dagenham. I think they played Enfield. It was a reserve game on a Saturday. I think there was more officials than people watching the game. I think it was me and my nan, and the programme seller who was my uncle at the time. But it's definitely a roller coaster supporting these, and I enjoy that more. I enjoy it more, the unexpected. With football, it should be the unexpected, right? The emotions of it, you could not underestimate that, man. You can't underestimate it. And I don't even wear a scarf, but I thought, you know what, for this video, I'm going to wear my boy's scarf. Fuck it, I'm going to wear it, mate, on the Dutch couch. The Daggers Dutch couch. Yeah, emotions is massive. That's the biggest thing in football for me. Emotions. When you're around those people, mate, for those 90 minutes when you're in that stadium, put it this way, you wouldn't walk down the road, right, and cuddle someone, would you, at a general... The amount of people last night who cuddled me, at one point I had some geezer squeezing my head. I thought my fucking toupee was going to come off. Yeah, ain't a toupee, by the way. Stuff shit like that. I fucking think I even kissed a geezer. Fuck me. Hope that footage don't come out. My missus will like Marilla. But stuff like that is pure emotion, mate. You can't beat that in sport, football in particular. You can't beat that emotion. And I think we have to thrive on that emotion, mate. It's magic. I wish every game was like that. Barnet at home was a good atmosphere, but these away games, this is one thing I said to my son-in-law last night. I said, listen, you've been in the ground with 60,000 people. I said, you've never been in an away end. If you come in an away end, then you'll see the real football experience. And he come out and he was like, I never thought that would be as good as that. He was like, wow, I never thought it would be like that. I thought it was going to be like a bit boring, whatever. I said, nah, mate, I knew it was going to be magic. I mean, I think there was 3 times as many of us last night than there was at Crewe, and I thought Crewe was brilliant, but last night. But my overriding image was looking at my old man. I could look at my old man in his eyes, mate, and he was absolutely fucking... I could see how happy he was and how emotional he was with it. And even people that I do know, I've got a girl who lives around the back of where I live there. Her and her son were buzzing. Her dad, they had another kid with them. I met to see him after the game as well. I even met my boys. You meet so many people you know from Dagenham, right? And my oldest boy, his football coach was there. He spent the evening with us, come home with us, with his boy. It's just those little, I think it's those moments that make the experience as well. But as for the game, I've spoken enough about the crowd. Fucking what a fan base, mate. What a fan base. We have got such a great fan base here, full of like, I don't think I've met one div. I've not met one dickhead yet. And we put it this way, Arsenal, there's a lot of dickheads in that fan base. Fuck me. There's a lot of divs, especially on name. But this fan base, I love them. I think everyone's genuine from what I've seen. But the people who I've met, not being funny, I'm a div on a couch, right? But the amount of people who come up to me last night just mention like, love what you're doing, love your chats, I watch your football chat. Do you know what? I went into when you was getting search last night, and I heard some little boy, I heard this little kid, and he went to me, I heard him say to his dad, it must have been his dad, he went, Dad, there's that man from your YouTube channel you watch. And I'm thinking, fucking hell. I was like, I was a bit stunned by it really. Because I'd say I'm nobody, I'm a div on a couch talking shit about football. But football is something that I'm so passionate about, I will put myself out to speak about. Because I lack confidence, believe it or not, on here. When I've spoken football, right, before these videos, I'll probably sit there for 20 minutes worrying, self-conscious issues and shit like that. When I press that button to record, if I'm talking football, it just rolls off the tongue because football is such a massive part of my life. And I just love talking it. I love speaking football. And I love this club. I fucking love this club. And I even had a Dagenham fan comment earlier on my Instagram page and said, can you do a Dagenham video about the game yesterday? In my mind, I'm thinking, like last night, a couple of people said to me who I was with, you can do a video? I said, I think I have to, because I'm so passionate about this team. I have to speak about that experience in there. And I've only spoke about the experience as a fan here. I've not really spoke massively about the players because I think, you know what, I'm not gonna talk about the players because they done the talking on the pitch, mate. They showed, even though those players, I know they got a bit of stick coming off at Tamworth, these players care. If you don't care, you don't put a performance on like that last night, and you don't go to another League 2 team like we did at Crewe and get through the FA Cup if you don't give a shit. So I know people are going to bash them when they have a bad day, but equally, give them the credit when they've done what they've done last night. It's them. They created what we experienced last night. It's down to them. And that manager, I know he gets a bit of stick. He deserves credit yesterday for that. He's given us the chance now. We can go to Anfield, Old Trafford, Newcastle, Chelsea. Don't want to go there, shit. Tottenham, don't want to go there. West Ham, we don't want to go there. Ellen Road, somewhere like that. You imagine how amazing that is. I've been to these grounds and I've not done Anfield. I'd love to tick that off. But I've been to these grounds and I know one day I'll have to tick Anfield off, right, on the 92. I'm on 69 grounds now. But to tick Anfield off with a few thousand daggers would mean so much more. And I'm fucking praying that we get Liverpool at Anfield just to tick it off with Dagenham, something I never thought I'd do. I think that would be amazing. But I am going to actually mention the players. I am going to mention them a bit more because I think they deserve it, mate. From goalkeeper to striker to substitutes, mate, they were on the game. They were on the ball. And I think they could have collapsed when they scored before half time, but they never. They fucking stood up as a man, as men. All them players, the subs come on, brilliant. But I just think Ryan Hill on that left-hand side, I think last night, I thought he took the game by the scruff of the neck. I thought he really put himself out there. And I was really impressed with his work rate in particular. And for me, work rate as a footballer, that should be a given. And I don't think some players in football, in general, and I know some people think about this team, some of the players don't give it 100%. But I'm telling you now, they go 200%, every man last night. And Ryan Hill in particular, he chased down every ball. He never gave that right back a chance, mate. Then he was quick, that right-hand side player. But Hill was with him all the time. And if he was carrying an injury as well, that has to have a mention because if you're injured, your mind's sort of thinking, fuck me, I might Might make myself worse here. He was playing for that 90 minutes, and that was all that mattered to him at that time. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. But massively, like I say, thanks to all those people who come up and said hello last night and what have you. And like really said well done for the channel and whatever, like your videos. That's brilliant, mate. It means such a lot to me. Massively. But like I say, best away end I've ever been in, I think it was. We were the 12th, 13th and 14th man. There was no way we was coming out of there, going out of that cup. I never felt we would. And the energy, I think the energy that we created in there, fucking transmitted onto the pitch. And those players fed off of that energy. They run their nuts off for that whole 90 minutes and more, an injury time. They weren't going to get beaten. And they fucking done it for us, mate. And I'll tell you, I hope we get a little bit of momentum now. We need to take this into these performances into the away games. It's a bit confusing. Because I think in the National League away games, they seem very passive and just not aggressive at all. Just, I don't know, they look like they're very nervous and shrinking mentally. But in these cup games, they're feeding off of it. I think they're feeding off of it's the underdog story, isn't it? I think they're loving being the underdog. They seem to raise it against the bigger teams. Now, let's get that mentality into the fucking National League games. Let's push for those playoffs, man. There's no doubts in my mind, right? The only thing stopping these, making the sort of playoff area, is the mentality. Because the ability is there. I'm telling you, I see it. See it again last night. Seen it so many times. You played Gateshead, one of the top teams. I can wallop them. So the quality is there. But the quality is there on the pitch. The quality off of the pitch. The fans. Unbelievable. Unbelievable fans. Love them. Every single one of them, mate. I think when you go football, right? Football fans unite. So I don't care if you don't know someone who's sitting next to you. When you're there, I think you're family, mate. You're family. I'm on your side and I'll back you and I'll back this team. And I think we saw that last night. Unity was unbelievable. Jubilation, mate. Oh, honestly. At the end, when we all went down the bottom there, fuck, mate. I'm not being funny. At one point, I was getting a bit worried. Fucking for that kid in particular. I just went with it. I thought, I'll put my arm around that kid, make sure no one crushes him. I'm going to live for the moment. I'm going to live for this moment because that's going to live long in the memory, mate. That last night, them nights don't come around often. For clubs like Dagenham in particular, small clubs, right? These moments don't come around all the time. And I went on YouTube earlier, I've seen a few videos of like, but they was filmed from like Wimbledon end and stuff. Brilliant. To see the actual limbs in that away end was, mate. Honestly. I don't think Premier League football gives you that. I really don't. Not like that. Where you're all supporting a team literally in the area you live. You don't get it, you don't, do you? Premier League's full of tourists now, isn't it? The old days, it's not like the old days now. But I'm not going to drone on. But all I want to say is, I just want to recap this. All I want to say is, mate, go and get yourself on that Daggers roller coaster. Because ups and downs, the emotion you feel there, you won't feel in a lot of other places. And if you're passionate about football, go and watch a team like this. Honestly, I can't stress enough how fucking so happy I am. And how annoyed I am with myself, actually, that I didn't get these season tickets years and years ago. I wished I'd have been going for fucking 15 years now as season ticket holders. But now, I'm going to make the most of this now because my youngest boy is only 8. So he's really getting into it from an early age. He loves it, mate. He walks around my house singing all the players' songs. Harry Phipps and all this. He's up there playing his PlayStation. He'll be singing Paul Calambay songs. And it's like, magic. It's magic. Even he said to me, he agrees, he's the same as me, I think. I watched in the pub yesterday, I watched a little bit of the Arsenal-West Ham game. But I'll be honest with you, it was a secondary fault. It's sort of secondary because even though they won 5-2 or whatever, secondary. I'm watching it and I'm saying to the others I'm with, it's all about the Daggers today. I'm not really fussed about that. Yeah, obviously I'm happy if they win. But my focus is Dagenham, and I'll be honest with you, Dagenham, it really is my number one. Well, it is. Not really, it is. It's my number one, and it's my youngest son in particular. It's his number one. He fucking loves it, mate. He loves it. Just decent. Oh man, I can't even stress enough. I keep repeating myself. It's my number one, and I've fallen in love with this football club, right? Well, I always liked and always supported as like, just because they're local and whatever, I always thought, oh, a little bit of lower league football, enjoy it. Fuck me, I don't think I could miss a home game in particular. We go some away games. Some I can't go for different reasons, busyness and stuff. Fuck me, I couldn't do without this now. This is like a drug to me. This club is like a drug to me. It's madness, mate. I can't describe it. But I think I'm still going to be buzzing by sort of Wednesday, Thursday. I can't wait for the draw. Can't wait for the draw. I'll tell you what, if any Dagenham fans watch this, let me know in the comments who you fancy in the draw. I'm sort of torn. I want to go Anfield to tick it off for the 92, because I think just going with Dagenham and if we get the whole way end or something and we get a few thousand, I think that would be incredible to be surrounded, because I think it would even top last night with the amount, obviously the number. But I think the atmosphere would be incredible, even if we were fucking 6-0 down. I think we'd still be jumping all night. I think it'd be amazing to go there with loads of Dagenhamites. I think that would be amazing. But then part of me would love love a League Two side away or League One side away. I want an away day, whatever happens. I want to go on an away day, because that's the best football days, mate. They are amazing. The pub and everything, brilliant. Yeah, let us know what you think. What would you prefer? Nice little home game, big team, little team, or play a big team home or away? Let us know. I'd love to get everyone's opinions. I met loads of Dagenham fans, and some of them say they watched the channel last night, so they're going to hopefully give me their opinions. But I'm going to share this online. Might get 10 watches, I don't know. I'm not fussed, but I just felt like I needed to talk about this, because this is these special club, man. They've made such a difference. I think made such a difference in a lot of respects, not just watching football. I think it's going to football as the 3 generations that we do, and being able to do that. Because at Arsenal, you was in these ballots and whatever. That's impossible. That was impossible. But these are not a second option. I made that clear. We've come here, and if someone offered me now, I'll be honest with you, someone offered me 4 season tickets, right, at Arsenal for me, my 2 lads, and my dad, I'd say, on your bike, mate. Wouldn't want them. Not interested. This gives me so much more as a football fan for an authentic football experience. The club's magic, and I'm not going to say it again and drone on, but it's magic. Players give 200%. The fans give 10,000% last night, transmitted onto the pitch. We all come out happy. Everyone's buzzing. Still buzzing, waiting for the draw. Let's get some momentum going. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. On to the next one. Take care.